Welcome back. I'm Victor Blackwell.
And I'm Diane Gallagher, in for Christy Paul this Saturday. So there's a lot of talk about the 25th Amendment. It's swirling around Washington and really the whole country lately. Yesterday afternoon, we learned that Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein reportedly discussed wearing a wire and trying to recruit cabinet members to invoke that 25th Amendment. Earlier this month, in the now infamous New York Times anonymous op-ed, a senior White House official says that there were, quote, whispers of using it to remove the president from office. So what exactly is the 25th Amendment we're hearing so much about? Our digital director of CNN Politics, Zachary Wolf, is here to explain. Zachary, a famous amendment. Is everyone really quite sure what it does, though?
Yeah, it was enacted in the wake of the Kennedy assassination. It has to deal with presidential succession, and most of it, there are 4 sections of it, and the first 3 mostly have to do with if the president dies or is no longer able to perform duties, power goes to the vice president. But then there's this 4th section about how the cabinet and the vice president can essentially vote to overturn the president, to take power away from him temporarily. And that triggers this kind of complicated process where the president can disagree with them, then they vote again, and then it goes to Congress, where a 2/3 majority essentially would have to agree to take power from the president, and then the vice president takes over for the president. So it's this sort of long, complicated process that would play out over the course of 3 weeks, and it's like a side way. It's not impeachment. It's not, death. It's a different way for the president to leave office, without being voted out. And people just, for some reason, keep coming back to this. We've heard that Steve Bannon was obsessed with it. We know that Trump has been thinking about it, and with the anonymous op-ed, and now with this Rosenstein story, that people inside the White House had talked about it is so fascinating because it makes you wonder how they're dealing with the president on a daily basis.
Zachary Wolf, thank you for breaking that amendment down for us.
We are now just 4 hours away from the deadline Senate Republicans set for Christine Blasey Ford to decide if she will testify about the sexual assault allegation she's levied against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Joining me now for a breakdown on this and today's other political headlines, Theron Johnson, the former South Regional Director for the 2012 Obama campaign, and Brian Robinson, former spokesman for Georgia Republican Governor Nathan Deal. Gentlemen, welcome back. Let's start. There are 4 points on which that we know that Ford's attorneys and Senate Republicans are on either side of on, so we'll see if we can get some of those solved here. Let's put them up on the screen. First with the opening statement. Ms. Ford would like to, or Professor Ford would like to, have a statement with no time limit. Do you think she should?
Look, give her say. I think Republicans have been bent over backwards to make sure that she can tell her story. So don't set any arbitrary rules. I mean, obviously, we don't want her to filibuster. We have given her enough time. This process does need to move forward. But, hey, give her as much time as she wants, as long as it's reasonable. Let her tell her story, because we're going to confirm him. He's going to be on the Supreme Court, and we need to get going on this. We've been more than fair.
You're going to, and I want to get to the other points, but you're going to confirm him. It doesn't matter what she says?
Look, no. But more than likely...
Clarify that, Brian. Let me know.
More than likely, he's going to be on the Supreme Court, right? Because nothing that has even been alleged to this point, and I don't know why you would hold anything back, but nothing that has been alleged up to now is disqualifying from the Supreme Court. I mean, there's a reason why we treat 17-year-olds differently in our criminal justice system than we do adults. Their brains aren't even fully formed. We have a lot of growing up to do when we're 17, and we don't even know that this is true.
Nothing that she's alleged has disqualified him from the Supreme Court. Theron.
Look, I agree that she definitely has got to be heard. And look, at a time where we know that this is a lifetime appointment, I mean, it's the Supreme Court of the United States of America. It's the highest court of the land. So anyone who has decided to put themselves and their family through this grueling nomination process had to be able to be open to whatever may come their way. I think that in this case with Mrs. Ford, she should take as much time as she possibly wants, because I think that when she goes and testifies, I think it should be unlimited, because she's now exposing herself and all of her family about something that she alleged happened at a very young age. And so I do want to commend the Senate Republicans, particularly to Chairman Grassley, for giving her a little bit more time, but it has been sort of this air that we should rush this woman. And then also, and more importantly, what is the big rush to get this confirmed? Because, you know, let's not forget, Republicans spent enormous amount of time and months blocking Judge Garland,
Yeah.
who should have been given a hearing and should have been given an up and down vote.
She was up for more than 400 days. Let me come back to this statement from you, though, that nothing that she's alleged has disqualified him from the Supreme Court. Even if it's true, even if he sexually assaulted her when he was 17 and she was 15, that's not disqualifying. He should be confirmed?
Look, there's one eyewitness to this, and that eyewitness says that what she is saying didn't happen. You know, both have been named. I mean, both, we know who they are. They say that didn't happen. Look, this was not a rape. Everybody was fully clothed. Is it inappropriate? Absolutely. Is that how any young man should treat any young woman? Absolutely not. But if we look back and put this in a larger context, they were 17 years old. No crime was committed. Something terribly inappropriate that we should teach young men not to do, for sure. But this is not something that for a 17-year-old should disqualify them when they're in their 50s and have shown that they have been responsible adults that have no other accusers come out. And what I'm looking for is a pattern of behavior. And if we haven't seen any other example of this since
One
then,
sexual assault is a gimme.
as a 17-year-old, and sexual assault is, look, there are gradations, right? There are different grades of sexual assault. And I think we need to be careful about criminalizing 17-year-old behavior.
And this is an acceptable level of sexual assault.
I said it's inappropriate.
Okay.
It's not a crime.
Okay. All right. You've been clear about that. I mean, we can't press any more on that because you've been clear that this is an acceptable level of sexual assault. For a 17-year-old.
That's not fair.
Well, I've asked you that. You said it's not a crime. He was 17 years old,
not a crime.
and it should not prevent him from being confirmed.
It should not prevent
even
him.
if he did it. I've got to move on.
If the story as we know it is true, this should not prevent him from being confirmed.
Okay, that's your position. We've tested it, and you still hold to it. Let's go to another one here, that she should testify second after Judge Kavanaugh. Why should he defend himself and then she'll accuse him? Why is that order appropriate?
Well, I don't think that order is appropriate. I think that, again, I want to commend the Senate Republicans, particularly the chair of the Judiciary Committee, for giving her enough time. They've been working with her lawyers to really make sure that if this testimony happens, that they feel that she'll be put in a fair and proper setting. But I think that you should give Kavanaugh opportunity to respond, but you've got to hear the alleged victim's points of what she thinks that happened and what she encountered on this day. And so I think to have him go first and then have her go second will completely discredit her statement. And I think that at the end of the day, the American people deserve to hear what this woman wants to say if she chooses to testify.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Kavanaugh should have an opportunity to defend and actually give his version of what he remembers happening when he was at the age of 17.
Why don't Republicans want to hear from Mark Judge under oath?
I'm sorry?
Mark Judge, under oath. The other person, the third person that Dr. Ford, Professor Ford, alleges was in the room. Why don't they want to hear from him under oath?
I don't know. And I'd put him up there. Again, I think that Republicans serve themselves by being as open as possible. And I think that's why you see them moving the deadline back, working with Dr. Ford and her attorney to make sure that she feels comfortable, that she feels secure, and that she can tell her story like she wants to. I think they're bending over backwards, and I think it would keep with that if they let Mr. Judge testify as well. Look, he's already said this didn't happen.
Yeah, but it's
Get it on
different
the
to
record.
have your attorney release a statement and to say it under oath, under the penalty of perjury, right? Why not subpoena him? Make him come and make his case in front of the committee.
I would love for him to come make his case before the committee. I would absolutely love for him to do that.
Okay.